They say it's a big rich town. Hey, well, I just come from the poorest part. Legal or illegal, baby, I gotta make it. Yeah. What's up, y'all? This is Ty. You know what I'm here to do. I'm here to review one of my favorite shows on television. You know the show I'm talking about. The show that keeps the lights on at the Stars Network. That's right. You know I said it. That's right. They keep the lights on over there at Stars. Stars know it too. I'm talking about Power. And this is the final season of Power. This is the sixth season. We're in episode 2, which is titled Whose Side Are You On? And that's a good title, especially with what I've been hearing from my friends and people I've seen on the internet. Some people are saying, whose side are you on? Are you team Ghost? Are you team Tommy? Which side? Pick a side. You know whose side I'm on? I'm on the Lord's side because these people need Jesus. But seriously, if I couldn't really pick, I don't know whose side I'm on. I like them together as partners. But I do see the flaws in both of them, the good qualities and bad qualities. For instance, with Tommy, I think Tommy is a very loyal person. Tommy is knows who he is. He's true to himself. He's going to get the job done. He's got his ear to the street. He knows what he is, and he don't fake the funk about that. I like that about him. But at the same time, Tommy is unstable. He's consistently unstable, but he's unstable. He can't seem to keep love. He can't find love. He's killing his girlfriend, killing his father. He's got a screwed up mother. He has some issues. Now let's move on to Ghost. Ghost is a very smart man. Ghost wants to get out of the game. Ghost is strategic. He has a good plan. He's clever. He knows how to get out of things. But at the same time, Ghost is very delusional, and he's very evil, and he's very selfish. And a lot of his motives are self-centered, and he does a lot of things. And a lot of things that he has done has hurt the ones around him, his wife, his children, Angela, so yeah, so that's how I feel. So whose side? I'm not on any side, but this is still making for good television because it's like, I don't know what's going to happen. I'm trying to figure out what's going to happen. There's so much going on. But let's get right into episode 2, which was, like I said, it's titled, Whose Side Are You On? Now, we saw last week that Ghost shot up Tommy in the Mustang, or he thought he did. Now Jason is letting Ghost believe this. He's letting him believe that Tommy is dead. But Jason is slick. Jason told him, listen, you killed him, you messed things up for me. Now I'm gonna have to put you back in the game. Or if you don't want that, this is what you're going to have to do for me. You're going to have to pay me, I believe he said $100,000 either every week or every 2 weeks. Either way, that's a lot of damn money. So Ghost has to pay Jason to stay alive, so, and that's that. And Tommy has a deal with Jason because Tommy was trying to kill Ghost himself. And Tommy has a deal with Jason where Jason told him, listen, you can't kill Ghost right now. It's not the right time. We got to get our business taken care of, and I will put protection on you, but it's going to come at a price. You're going to have to pay me for that protection. So Tommy's like, hey, I'll take that protection. Meanwhile, Tommy is still laying low, faking his death, letting his people know, let's keep it known that let's not let it be known that I'm alive, I'm dead. So, we see what's going on. Let's see. Who should we start with? So we see Ghost do some things that I thought was stupid. He goes up to Tariq's dorm and he lets Tariq know that Tommy is dead. And he tells him everything. Tommy tried to kill me, but he killed Angela instead, and so I had to kill him, blah, 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 blah. But, Tariq just spoke to Tommy, so he knows. And what does Tariq do? Tariq calls Tommy and lets him know. Now, this is the ruthless thing. He's telling Tommy, listen, if you got to kill my father, just let me know before you do it. I love the writers on here because they're showing how everybody is just, even though they're friends or family or related, everybody is just so ruthless and out for self and just, I don't know. That's just crazy. Like, you are that mad with your father that you don't care if he gets killed. I mean, hasn't it been enough on y'all when you losing your sister? Like, this family is just crazy. Meanwhile, Tasha, she wants a divorce. They have a meeting to have a what do you call that, divorce arbitration, to without trying to do it without going to court, and she's stuck in a prenup. She's pissed off about that. She's telling Ghost, "Listen, I need money, this, that, and the third." Ghost is like, not trying to hear that. He wants her to go with him to Angela's funeral. You see, this is what I'm talking about with Ghost. You're bold enough to ask your wife to come with you, your wife who you put through some stuff, to come with you to your mistress's funeral. After you have refused to give her the money that she wants because she wants half, and you have the nerve to say this what's in the best interest. But then he convinces her. He does bring up some valid points, but I'm like, oh my goodness, this dude is bold. You're going to do this. You're going to ask her to do this. What else happened? She's still pissed off because she wants things. She knows that prenup gets her stuck where she won't get things the way she wants in the divorce. And speaking of divorce, Joe Proctor, the lawyer, he is divorced from his wife. You know, she was a junkie. She's cleaned up her act. But now Sachs has plotted with her to try and to get this hearing going for custody over their daughter, joint custody. And it's a plot in a way to get this bug onto the daughter's book bag so they can place it in place it in Proctor's apartment so they can get any evidence or anything that they need to take down Ghost. So that's what happened with that, and we saw how that played out. And that's going to be interesting what they hear at Proctor's home, because we do know that Proctor and Ghost like to talk, and Ghost likes to run right in there and tell Proctor stuff, like he ran in there and told him that he killed Tommy even though Tommy's not dead. All right, Ghost is also still in the political arena with Governor to be Tate. Tate don't want nothing to do with him. He's like, your hands are dirty. You got too much going on. This Angela Valdez, did you kill her? I don't want no part of that. But of course, Ghost is not trying to hear that. Ghost wants to go legit. He's like, listen, you need me. We can help. We can work it out. We can help each other. And, you know, that was very interesting to me. Let's see. Let's talk about Tasha meeting Angela's sister, Paz. Now, see, Paz came across this phone. She found it in Angela's desk, and she saw a number. She sees these numbers, and she's like, I can't believe this. She's thinking that Angela was speaking to Ghost. So she texted, I need to meet with you. I need to meet with you now. She's already stressed because they told her that Angela's benefits are tied up because of her dealings, and you know her reputation is a little shaky. They might not get the dealings. She might not be able to pay for this funeral for her sister. It's all embarrassing. She checks the text message. She sends a message saying let's meet up, thinking she's meeting with Ghost, but she ends up meeting with Tasha. Very interesting. And she at first is a little resistant, and then Tasha's telling her, listen, your sister's reputation can go even further down the tubes. You won't get that money. You won't get them benefits. Yada, yada, yada. You know, when people hear they can't get that money, they can't get them benefits, they straighten right on up. So Paz straightened right on up. She said, you know what? I'm going to hear you out. I'm feeling you. And what does she do? She takes the phone with the evidence on it and puts it in Angela's casket. Smart move, you know, very protective. I probably would have done that for one of my siblings just to, you know, protect their reputation and to get that money. Get that money and to get that money, get them benefits. So we see that this kind gesture. We also see that Tasha sends money to pay for Angela's funeral, which is cool. And we're going to get to Angela's funeral in a minute, but let's get through some other things. What else happened tonight? Tariq, who is just a badass kid, he's up there with his little drug ring, selling drugs to these college kids, selling pills and whatever, whatever. And he gets somewhat blackmailed or attempted blackmail by this young lady. We're going to see this story unfold. It looks like they're going to end up becoming partners. Another young lady up there. He let her know, listen, I could help you. He looked her up and down and said, you look like a struggling college student. Don't rat me out. Come on and join the business. So he's doing his own little thing like father, like son. He up there selling drugs to the college students. And you know, them wealthy college students love them some pills. Always have, always will. I remember my days in college. That's a whole nother story. But I remember my days in college, and them kids, them well-to-do kids, they love getting... But that's a whole nother story. So, right. So that's going to be interesting where they go with that storyline. Let's see. What do we need to cover next? We need to cover Kisha and Tommy. Kisha does not want Tommy to speak to Tasha at all. She wants him done with that. You know, I'm not liking this relationship with Lakeisha and Tommy. It just seems at one point Kisha didn't want nothing to do with this whole illegal stuff, and she was backing away from Tasha. She can't deal with it. Now here she is throwing guns in the river for Tommy, and she's so down and so real for the cause. But yet, when somebody knocked on the door, she's panicking. She's not about that life. She's not about that life. I don't think her and Tommy are a good fit. I don't see this going anywhere. She's too nervous. She ain't ready. She ain't about that life. It's just not going to fit. But right now they playing house. I'm not feeling that at all. At all. I'm not feeling it. I'm really not feeling it. I'm like, come on. This is just, it's too much. It's just too much. Just too much for me. I don't know. I just don't think that their relationship is going to last. I don't think it's going to work. That's just my opinion. Now let's get on down. Oh, another funny thing while we're on Tommy. Kisha told Tommy not to speak to Tasha. But of course he has to speak to Tasha. They got some business dealings and things going on. And they have an interesting conversation where she's telling him, well, shoot, maybe we, hold off on killing Ghost. And then she's like, then again, if you kill him, I get the benefits. Everybody's about themselves and the money. She's like, you know what? Maybe we can. I don't know. Maybe you can. Blah, 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 blah. But what's funny about that, as she's stating that, this was a funny moment. They're in the car, and Tommy's about to spark up, and then you notice that they're in a car dealership. She's like, you can't do that here. That was her little comic relief for this episode, which I thought was very, very funny. Now, let's get on down. I think I want to talk about Angela's funeral. Angela's funeral was somewhat of a reunion. This was crazy. The AUSA is there. They see Ghost pull up, and I thought that was a funny moment when Sax was like, this dude is like OJ. Angela's sister's in tears, crying. Ghost is there with Tasha. But the crazy part, the part that got me, Tommy strolled up to the funeral. You should have seen Ghost's face. Ghost looked like he saw a ghost. He looked like, what the hell is going on here? And the way Tommy gave him that look, and I'm like, And then Tasha and Paz gave each other a look, because Paz knows that Tasha paid for the funeral, gave her the money for the funeral. Just craziness. And then when Ghost says to Tasha, did you know that Tommy was alive? And she goes, yup. Just like that. Yup, I thought that was hilarious. But the tension was crazy because Ghost cannot touch Tommy. He can't touch Tommy. Tommy is protected, and Tommy was pretty much flaunting it like, here I am. But my thing is, Tommy, how do you go to the funeral of the person you killed? You killed her. How do you go to the funeral of the person you killed? Then, on top of that, to make matters worse, you greet her sister. I was like, yo, these people are ruthless and crazy. And I was like, wow, you greet her sister. You are the one, sir, who killed her. Yeah, you might have been aiming at Ghost, but you killed her. But you're gonna come here, and that's a gangster move. Come here and greet her sister. Tell her anything you need. You get it from me. You greet her, and you look over at Ghost. I was like, wow, these writers on this show, man, they let you know this just people ain't ish. People ain't ish. They just grimy with no heart. That's all I kept saying. Like, damn, really? This what we doing? This what we doing? So at the very end of the episode, we see old Dre, who has been dodging death for the last 2 seasons. He's in witness protection, and he sees that Angela is deceased, and he's like, oh my God, yo, did they kill her? The Jimenez? Did they get her? Did they get her? He's nervous, and it ends there. So, really good episode. Putting the pieces together, slow pace, but still a good episode. Has me wondering what's going to happen next. Is Dre going to testify? What's the next move? Who's going to die next? Oh, wait, I'm leaving something out. Tate showed his little thug side tonight when Tate, the councilman and governor to be Tate, when he punched out his assistant in the office, when his assistant was, when he was saying, how'd you let this guy get in here and all this other stuff, and his assistant, Tate is trying to distance himself from Ghost. That was wild too. So this Tate is starting to show his colors, that he from the streets too, and the way he punched dude out and carried on like that, punched him on the floor and told him man up. I said, wow. So there's nobody you can trust on this show. You don't know what's going to happen next. I'm curious what's Tate going to do, because you see that he hired somebody to kind of get some dirt on Ghost. What's Ghost going to do? We know Ghost is smart. Ghost always finds his way out of things. Who's going to kill who? I don't know, but I can tell you this. Somebody else is about to die. I can feel it. Somebody else is about to die. Maybe in the 3rd episode, we're going to get some bang, bang action, but things are going to get crazy this season. But that's it for now. Tell me your thoughts. And if you're on someone's team, whose team are you on? Are you on Team Tommy or are you on Team Ghost? You know what? I think I'm on Team Tasha. I really do. I think I'm on Team Tasha. That's it. I'm on Team Tasha. And you know what? I'm thinking she's going to be the one who comes out on top this season. When this thing ends. We shall see. But it's really getting good. I'll see y'all next week for the next episode, all my power lovers. Until then, be blessed. I'm out.